Hello and welcome at Stocks Advisor channel. Here at our channel we are looking for interesting buy opportunities for US-based stocks. Today we will talk about American Semiconductor Corporation, traded at Nasdaq, ticker name AMSC. Well, today the company ended its trading session with nice cross or doji, almost bodiless doji, also followed before by two red candles on the same level of volatility, and overall we're sitting now on the volatility level of $13.40, which was actually formed several times, confirmed and mainly formed in the middle of August and also reconfirmed by end of September, and actually at those levels. And now the question is where the price is going to go, and is it a good entry point? Shall we wait more? What could happen here? Well, to understand this, let's do a quick analysis for AMSC. And before we start, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell if you didn't do so already. This way you will not miss our new videos and new discussions for US-based markets. And coming back to the analysis, it's important to remember here that this is a daily chart, and we have also three colored lines here, moving averages depicted. These are moving average 20, 50 and 200, being green, blue and red lines correspondingly. So what can we see here? It's obvious that the chart was really going upwards last several months and in this area, and we can clearly see that actually the price was going with linear upwards trend and waves. Let's call this trend T1, the green one, and it was starting actually from the middle of May, really making classical waves, sometimes using moving average 20 here as a support, rebounding from it, and then the major correction or reconfirmation of the trend actually took place somewhere about 24th, 25th of September, where we started the last wave, which went till beginning of October, then broke a little bit and then recharged again. And then the final breakage of the wave took place actually somewhere 21st, 22nd of October. And now it volatile at moving average 50 several days, because there is also previously formed volatility level here, and after that it pierced a little bit lower to the second volatility level we are sitting now today. So now what we see here, first of all, RSI is declining, meaning that okay, we still might observe some let's say price decline overall for the confirmation, but it's already low. It's almost reaching the level of oversold, meaning that the upwards pressure is rising with time. On another hand, what we can see here, it's indeed a second step of the downwards wave. So if you look here, like this is the first step, then the second step, we might have the third one, and then should be some serious reconfirmation. If you look at moving averages, this is very interesting. Moving average 20 is actually going downwards. So it's making something like this, it's bending and kind of trying to go downwards. But moving average 50 here, you can clearly see this blue line, it's not just going up, although slightly bending, but it's kind of trying to accelerate. You can see this small tip here. And also moving average 200, it's going upwards still with some deceleration, but it's still quite stably going up. And with all this, it means that actually we might observe here, so it's here, formation of so-called magic cross down, when moving average 50 will hit from the top moving average 20, sorry, will hit from the top moving average 50. But the thing is that the price action is already low, so the price is already lower, which means it will be so-called delayed magic cross down, and it either works as a stopper of the decline or as a momentarily bullish indicator. And this might happen exactly when price will a little bit go maybe further lower, a spike lower, because there are two very nice support lines. It's one actually at the level here about 20.5, and another one is just below, somewhere about 11.50 or in that area. And this is interesting because this is well echeloned support. Of course, the lower line is on these levels, it's about 10, not given we go there at all, of course, but just to draw it because it's there on the chart. So let's name the lines, and this would be then V1 as a volatility, and then green ones would be S1, S2, S3 and S4. So with these lines drawn, what we can say, should we have a further little pierce and going to S2 level, that would be exactly first entry point, very nice, actually in the vicinity of S2 would be the first entry point. Actually everything from the middle, from S1, S2 channel until the middle of S2, S3 channel is first entry. Then should the price go further down, actually everything in the middle as S3, S4 would be let's say a little bit lower from the middle of S3, S4 and towards moving average 200 actually would be another entry level, and it's advised to buy with 1 to 2 average down, meaning that you buy with one portion here and you average down with 2 portions lower. Again, not probably that we will go that low to the second entry point, because also, and this is important here to remember, MACD diagram, histogram actually is when we reach the first step of this downwards movement of the price at 26th of October, started its movement on a negative wave, and it's really nice, very symmetrical, pure negative wave, also recovering, which was recovering by the beginning of November with acceleration upwards and with positive second derivative, which is important here. Now it started to make another wave, so it's kind of double wave scenario, similar we saw in September, for example. You can see here like double waving. We start the double wave, and the second wave is also very nice and symmetrical, meaning that it can actually, once it's finished, once it will be facing, let's say, the zero, crossing up, will create very nice bullish momentum here. So it's preparing, it's waiting, and this might be a nice buy, a nice opportunity to have a shift. So what could happen for AMSC, for American Semiconductor? There are two scenarios possible. So one, we will just have our rebounds, and then probably we will, once it stops before T1 is confirmed, we might happen we might actually start the formation of downwards channel with the ceiling, which will be again I wave it because the angle is unknown. It will be probably somewhere if we do not pierce T1. So this is the first scenario. Then it will be R1, and this will define further the action, and the price could decline again, then probably till the second entry level. So we could have so-called parallel shift of the upwards trend. So there would be at the end another trend going similar to T1, but parallelly shift somewhere like this. Again, not clear where exactly, but it could be this. So this is the first scenario. Second scenario, if we go towards the second circle by the beginning and then start recovering, then actually the level of S1 or V1 even might work as a resist line here, and then the volatility will start in the area of V1, S2. And another scenario is if we take off from the first entry points over the first circle, and instead of forming R1 channel, we pierce towards T1 and we volatile, then it will be reconfirmed, and we can go even higher, actually breaking this top and going to the next wave. So then trend T1 will be confirmed. But nevertheless, all three of these scenarios will start from the bounce upwards, and that's where advice is given. So nothing further is discussed here. That's where advice is given to make a bounce up and make, let's say, up to 15-20% here, depending on how you enter. And the further behavior, one of these three scenarios, we will discuss once time will come, and then we will know what to do, because depending on what the scenario is taking place later, further analysis will be provided for American Semiconductors. With this, actually, we can finish current episode. Overall, stock is preparing for either reversal or nice bounce. Anyway, it's all smelling here with 15-20% upwards, and this is a good trade for upcoming weeks. With this, thank you for watching this episode. Also, again, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also, watch another videos. You can see from this analysis that the advices we give usually are upfront couple couple of weeks, even 5 weeks, meaning that all videos which were listed previously up to 5 weeks before are still fresh. It's just the date of the posting on the channel, and this would mean that probably the situation discussed there is just about to happen. So if you watch the video, you like the analysis, you can set your alerts on the price and take the play if you like what is proposed. On this, thank you and see you at another episode at Stocks Advisors channel.